pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. The April 7th, 2025 Town Board meeting. Can we get approval of the prior meeting minutes? Need a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Correspondence from the town clerk, Kathleen?
I have the police chief's report for March. I have the bid meeting minutes from the RFP for the food and beverage and alcohol concession vendor, which you all should have gotten in your emails. I have the resignation from Amy Hasselmeyer effective April 21st. I have the budget modifications for April 7th from the supervisor's office. The Otisville Fire Department call history report for January. The mortgage tax receipts from the county from January, February, and March. And an email from New York Public Interest Research Group that they will be conducting their door-to-door outreach between May 1st and September 1st, Monday through Friday 4 to 9, and on Saturdays from 12 to 5. And correspondence from the Orange County News. Contact is Christopher Borek, and it's Get Hooked on Fishing, Not Drugs. It's about a fishing derby that runs from April 1st through September 7th and open to children between the ages of 4 and 18 who are children or grandchildren of Orange County residents. And it is free. I have a flyer here, an email in case anyone's interested, just see me. Also, the sewer law was received by New York State DOS and officially in effect. That's it.
Okay. Can you make sure that's sent to general code?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Committee reports. So board member reports. I got a couple things I just wanted to first congratulate Brian. We had his swearing in for your second term on Saturday, and I got there a couple minutes late, but it was nicely attended, so congratulations.
Thank you.
The tables and chairs for the seniors. So the chairs are ordered, the tables have been delivered. So there's 4 new tables, the chairs are in, and then this is a good thing, the seniors have more participants in their exercise group, so they needed 6 more cushion chairs. So we ordered 6 more cushion chairs. They haven't come in yet. Hopefully that'll be soon, so they can, all have a chair if they all come. That's all I have. So I'll start on my left tonight. Jim, what do you got?
Just a couple things. The Easter egg hunt, which is this Saturday, hopefully at 2 p.m. if rain holds off. If not, maybe hopefully Sunday. I figured out the amounts that we owe for the half-hour portion for the candy, which is $184.31 for the our half of the candy. I updated the electric sign for Marie, put the trash days on there, so it's posted online now on the sign. And that's all I have.
Okay. Chris?
Not too much. ZBA will be having a meeting on May 7th at 7 p.m. Once I have all the particulars, I'll do that to be put online. Football I'm actually meeting with this week, so I don't have any more information on that. Little League, we have Mr. John Bianchi here representing Little League, and I'm sure John might want to say some things later. So the grand opening for opening day is April 19th, right, John?
April 19th.
April 19th.
Can I just say, what time is the parade step off?
Right now, I believe the step off was supposed to be at 10 o'clock, I want to say.
10? Thank you.
And that's all I have right now.
Karen?
Just a couple things. We had 2 grand opening ribbon cuttings recently. On the 22nd, we had for Joyous Bakery. They had a nice turnout. They had some great treats. So if you're looking for any baked goods, check them out. And this Saturday was Social Day Journeys. which is the adult daycare center. They really have a great mission and a plan there, so if anybody's in need of that service, that'll be a good place. Also, besides the adult daycare, they're looking to have classes for the community. They said they'd be having yoga classes, technology classes, so something for everybody. This Wednesday at 6 o'clock, the 9th, the Orange County Sheriff's Department is doing the active shooter and hostile events training at the firehouse. There's some flyers down there. It's open to the public. This Saturday, the 12th, is the Honor Flight Mission 35. They're always looking for people to come to their send-off at 6:30 in the morning, or their welcome home at 8:30 at night at Stewart Airport. So we do actually have a local Mount Hope resident who's going to be on the honor flight this time. The Parks Committee meeting is this Wednesday, the 9th at 5 o'clock, and we're meeting at the park just to kind of walk around the layout. And then our next bicentennial meeting is the 22nd at 7 o'clock, also at the park, because we're working on the layout. And we have some more bicentennial things we'll talk about later.
What time's the park meeting, 6?
5,
Five.
right before the active shooter, so hopefully.
Okay, thank you. Amanda?
There will be no planning board meeting for April as there was no applicants, and just kind of skipping ahead here. April 15th, there's gonna be a water test done, for the splash pad. This way, it won't interfere with the school as they'll be on spring break. And that'll be at 9:15 a.m., correct?
Yes.
9:15? Okay. That's all.
Perfect. Highway report, Andrew?
So the guys been sweeping the roads off, they've been, getting everything ready in the parks, they have the clay on the field for doing, and they've also been, cleaning around the parks and getting flower beds cleaned up and everything like that. So, busy with that, they've also working on the bookmobile, trying to finish that up so we can have that ready. I also want to thank them again, for the winter that we had a winter like this in a while with, many times going out with snow and ice, so I just wanted to thank them again for all the time they sacrificed with their families and weekends and holidays and just all the time they spend to keep everybody safe in the town. I also wanted to just let everybody know also that we're gonna continue to buy the equipment out of the capital reserve and just purchase it. It already came into customs, the loader, so we're just waiting to see when it gets through. I think that's all for now.
So you can't just do that, the town board would have to approve to do that, and then it would be subject to a permissive referendum. So,
I thought when me and you talked the other day, it was just I had to bring it up.
right, but we still have to vote on it?
Oh, I thought we voted on when we got the purchase order.
Because we have to vote, it's subject to a permissive referendum, so that's about a 40-day process, I believe, Scott, 10 days for the notice, and then 30 days for people to collect signatures. So,
I thought when me and you discussed, like the town's done in the past, that it's not a structured capital reserve.
no, it's gotta be, it's subject to a permissive referendum. So the town board has to vote on going forward with it tonight, which is what I said, we can vote on it, and then it goes to a permissive referendum,
Okay.
so we can go down
I'm a yes.
Is this for the loader?
so we're
The
talking
loader
just
and the
the,
truck, sorry. The loader and the trucks when they are ready at the time, not waiting till January. Because they also said that the prices were gonna change and
well, hang on, the prices are locked in, right? We gave them a purchase order?
if we have to wait till after the first of the year. So I thought me and you talked, we were under the understanding that it was just gonna go back to the way it's always been at the town.
Well, we're not gonna break the law, so the law is that you have to subject to a permissive referendum. I don't know what was gone on in the past, but, I've spoken to the Association of Towns, we discussed this, I'm not sure why, if I wasn't clear the other day, we have to follow the law. So this is if you wanna use money out of this capital reserve, it's mandatory that we put a notice in the paper that people can collect signatures, right? So what we need to do is, we need to have the exact dollar amount for each, what the state contract is, we'll vote on that, and then Scott can draw up the notice, Kathleen can publish it, and at the conclusion of 30 days, if nobody submits a petition, then you can go ahead and order it.
We've already ordered it. We already had the purchase order number and I already told them to go ahead, but it's fine. We must have been a misunderstanding.
Now, any use of capital reserve funds that is not a specific, it's a type, has to be, is, permissive referendum. Otherwise, when the money goes in, it's gotta be a permissive referendum. So we didn't do a permissive referendum when the money went in, so when it comes out. So you can't use the capital reserve accounts unless there's a permissive referendum, depending on it's on a specific or a type. So, what, if you have the breakdown of the truck and the, do you have the exact breakdown there?
Yes, yeah.
Go ahead, what is it?
So the loader is gonna be 246,338.
Okay, that's the truck or the loader?
Loader.
That's the loader.
Okay. And what state contracts that's under?
Sourcewell.
Sourcewell, okay.
Sourcewell, okay. And what's the truck?
The truck is the same, Sourcewell,
No, yeah, what's the dollar?
329,301.05, but I think they said don't worry about the 5 cents.
Take that off already.
Yes.
So, I guess it's up to the board. Someone wants to make a motion to put it out to a to the permissive referendum?
I'm sorry, is it Sourcewell?
Yeah. Sourcewell.
Source,
Source.
S-O-U-R-C.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the truck would be in this year too, or that?
Yes.
It'll be that quick?
Yes, within, the year, that's what was discussed.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
There's a motion and second to, I don't know, what would the language be? Authorize the item go to permissive referendum? To publish a notice of permissive referendum?
Yes, the resolution would be to purchase subject to referendum,
Okay.
whatever the details are.
Okay. So the motion, I'll just read it, and I don't wanna put words in your mouth, to purchase a loader for $246,338, and it's a tandem, right?
Yes.
A tandem dump for $329,301, and be subject to permissive referendum. So, in talking with the Associated Towns, Kathleen has 10 days to publish it, and then 30 days after that for signatures to be made. Any questions on the motion or questions on the vehicles? So, my one question is, do we need the truck right now? I mean, you told me the loader is a problem, the old loader's a problem, right?
Well, yeah, the other truck's a 99, so anything we can do to get it and try to get as much money as we can out of it. Because pretty much every year this past winter it broke almost every time it went out, so.
It won't be going out again probably this year though, or?
I mean, it depends on the weather and, that, but. Have you talked to the association town, Scott?
No, I'm not aware of what you're talking about.
So my other question is, do we have $566,639 in capital reserve?
Yes.
Do you have the sheet? I don't have it off the top of my head. Do you have that?
So what's left in the one reserve is 6,498.61, and then the other capital reserve is 98,446.55.
Wait, say that again? You said 6,000.
What's left in the reserve, yes, you have over what I'm asking for, you have 6,498.61 left in that capital reserve, after you
After
purchase.
this, so right now there's 572,639.
Yes.
So, there's a motion, there's a second, that's good with your motion? You're good with that motion? Okay. Jim?
Vote or?
Yeah, it's a vote, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I thought we're all just do all yay or nay, or no? We it's individual.
I think it has to
You
be
have to do
roll
roll
call.
call.
Roll call, okay, yay.
Chris?
Yes.
I'm a nay. Carrie?
I'm a nay also for the truck. I would have been okay with the loader, but not for the truck.
Me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get the language for that and we'll put it in the newspaper. Next up, Andrew? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Mike?
Hey, I apologize ahead of time, I actually have a lot tonight. First, I want to start off obviously some sad news. Officer Jose Santiago tragically passed away on March 22nd. He was an officer here. He served for our community for 11 years. He was given a good and proper send-off. 3 of our officers provided honor guard for him, and 2 other officers assisted in traffic detail over the 2 days for the services. So we were happy to be able to provide that for them. We wish his wife, who's still recovering, a speedy recovery, both physically and mentally, and we wish the family well, and may he rest in peace. Second thing, a little more negative. I just want to give a little PSA for spreading false information. We do our best as a department to post things when necessary to keep you guys informed, the public, the board. We want to remain transparent, but sometimes it's just not appropriate for us to post certain things. So if we don't in those instances, I want to remind you all, just please don't spread false information. It's irresponsible, it's discourteous, and it's just not necessary. I understand we live in that world, in the social media world. But going forward, if there's any questions, concerns, please contact me and I'll do my best to clarify it and tell you what I can. All right, those are the 2 negative things out of the way. Next up, traffic. With the bridge closure on New Vernon over there, we've been getting a lot of complaints about Carboy. People, I guess they have to go around Carboy to avoid the bridge. So we beeped off some enforcement. We issued multiple tickets. So we just want to warn residents, warn travelers, slow down, stop at the stop sign by the tunnel there, because that's what we're seeing. We're seeing speed and people running stop signs. We issued multiple tickets, and now we have the speed trailer out there as well. So we addressed that, and we're still monitoring it.
Go up here to this bridge.
Huh?
I said, you should go up here to this bridge. I see
Yeah.
people blowing those stop signs all the time.
All right, we'll add that to the list. Their new radar signs the 2 new radar signs are working really well. I had them out, or we have them out. We first had them on Highland and Pine Grove facing westbound, and now we have it on Seabolt and Pine Grove the other way eastbound. Because that's another big high speed complaint area is Pine Grove, so we have them there. Just a reminder, if you would like your street or area added to the hot list, call or email us, and we will accommodate. Couple of save the dates. Just a reminder, National Night Out, first Tuesday in August, so August 5th. We usually do, I think, around 6 o'clock, so probably figure around 6 to 8, and the fireworks. The Junior Police Academy is the week of August 18th to the 22nd. The next 2 days, DC, Deputy Chief and I will be attending accreditation training, just in preparation in case we want to pursue that. I know we're possibly looking into a grant, so just to kind of get ahead of that. The new 155 is ready. We're going to be putting it in service tomorrow, and then we have on the agenda to surplus the old one out. We have a couple of things we just need to do on our end, and then we'll turn it over to you guys or the highway to get it auctioned off. And the graphics and the new design came out really well, so I'm looking forward. We're gonna try to do a post. It's been raining a lot, so we haven't been able to take a picture. But the autism awareness graphics came out really well, and the new design is pretty cool, so we're excited about it. Looking forward to everyone seeing that. All right, lastly, I mentioned at the last meeting that or a couple meetings ago, that we were launching a new program called Safe Me, S-A-F-E, Me. In honor of, we launched it April 2nd officially in honor of World Autism Awareness Day. And what it is, it's a vulnerable, I can never say that word, vulnerable persons registry. I have flyers up here. And if you know someone who is a vulnerable population, which could be autism, Alzheimer's, dementia, brain disorder, any kind of special need, you can register the individual with us, give us important information that we want to know or other law enforcement would want to know, and then you provided a sticker. It's a puzzle piece sticker to put on your cars or your front door of your house. We'll give you multiple stickers if you have multiple cars. It has a QR code to our phone number. where if the agency calls us, we can provide them information they need to know about that individual if they're nonverbal. A situation could be it could be a nonverbal person in a car accident, and the one that can speak for them might not be able to speak for them at that time. So it would come in handy in a situation like that. If you want, we have forms here and I have flyers if anyone's interested. I also have some of these decals for the cars as a separate little giveaway. This, I just want to give some credit to where it started. It was created by the Town of Carmel Police Department and the Mayo Pac Special Education PTO. They created this together to add the sticker. And I'd like to thank Carmel and Town New Windsor. Town New Windsor is a participant in the program, and they kind of pointed me in the right direction, got us going. And Carmel actually provided our first 50 stickers for us for joining the program. So we do want to thank them for their assistance with that. I think other PDs in the county that I know of are New Windsor and Town New Woodbury that participate in this program. And there's other departments across other counties, and I think it's even reached Massachusetts. So it's starting to spread around, so I'm glad we got in when we could. We already have about 4 registrants. We're waiting to get the forms back for them. That they were very excited about this program, so we're happy for them. What else? I updated the website to where you can access the form. Just click this. There's a puzzle piece like this on the website. Just click on that, and that'll lead you to the form. And I also updated, as promised last meeting, Senior Safe and Yellow Dot has been added on there, so you can get registration forms or information on how to get into those programs as well. I think I covered it all, unless there's any questions.
Questions? Nope. Perfect. Thanks, Ron.
No.
Kathleen, Recreation?
Hi.
You wanna come up? You can stand there, that's fine.
Okay. Hi. We had Lego Club tonight for the first time. It was a small number, but I'm confident once the word gets out there and we get things going, we'll have more kids. Our playgroup starts tomorrow for the first time for the little ones. And I have a lot of things in motion and up in the air and a lot of fun stuff planned for the summer and upcoming.
Awesome. Anyone have any questions for Kathleen? None? Perfect. Thank you. Village of Otisville, Ryan.
I just have an update. We did defensive driving, our 4th one in 2 years on Saturday. So far, we've put 143 people through defensive driving, which is pretty awesome, I guess. Those people are driving a little safer, maybe not the ones blowing the stop signs, but hopefully they'll learn. Looking to do another class probably the beginning of August. Kind of got with the instructor, so I'll come back to the board and ask for dates as it kind of progresses a little bit. As far as it goes for the honor flight on the 12th, planning on going to the morning and afternoon. If anyone's looking to get a ride down there or be interested in it. I do have Otisville Elementary School working on a project for the honor flight. Hopefully gonna pick that up on Thursday. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you. So do you wanna just, do we wanna make a motion to approve the 184.31 for the Lions Club for our share?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed?
I'm gonna abstain since I'm a Blacktop member.
Okay, so carried. So do we need to make a check out to them or to you?
Voucher, I already passed the voucher.
Okay, perfect. You'll take care of it. Awesome. Thank you. Old business, Hidden Valley Sewer. So on May 12th, we're gonna have a meeting. Jason Pintangaro is coming, the engineer. Also, H2O is gonna come to the meeting as well, and we're gonna go over, hopefully, some things that we need to take care of. I was up there again today, so today we were at, or yesterday actually, we were at 39,000 gallons, and we've been ranging between 39 and 49 over the past week. We've had a lot of rain, so, this is the rainy season, hopefully, we're gonna get that taken care of. This summer, we're gonna be doing the work on the manholes. I spoke to Jason the other day, we're in the process of ordering flow meters, so we're gonna try to determine the best, manholes based on water flows. I guess I would say the top of the system and the bottom, or the top houses and the bottom houses, because we're not able to do all the manholes, so we're gonna be moving forward with that. Carrie, bicentennial.
I had sent you all before, and then I left after you, we were looking at ordering like commemorative items for the centennial. We were looking for like a children's item, which is, we were looking at these slap bracelets here, they would not be this color, but you know, a slap bracelet that says like Town of Mount Hope Bicentennial Committee, not committee, Town of Mount Hope Bicentennial, it's, I think, under there. And then for more of an adult commemorative giveaway, we have ornaments, lapel pins, or coins. They're like those challenge coins that you get for different things. I just wanted to get the board's opinion if any of these we wanted to pursue, or how many of them, or if you don't like any of the ideas, so we can kind of move forward. We have to order, some of them in May, so we'd have to move forward. So the ornament, the price might go up, because it doesn't include the engraving, right? Oh, there's the engraving too? Okay. So the only thing with the ornament was we had to like kind of work with them to get the engraving on it, like up on the side and down the other side, I don't know. That's all we can fit, like where it says Town of Mount Hope, we can't write Bicentennial or anything else on there. So I don't know, and we were looking probably to 250, like,
250 of them?
yeah,
I think
or
that's
whatever.
enough.
I mean, I think it depends on how many items we're gonna do, if we're gonna do one item, if we're gonna do 2 items, if we're gonna do 3 items.
Well, what does the committee suggest?
We were thinking 250.
No, what does the committee want to do?
Oh, of the items?
Yeah,
We were thinking to do 2 of them, and then of course the kids' items.
so you want to do like one of these and one of these, in
Mhm.
other words?
Or I mean, we also could do, if you wanted to do like something like the pins, we could probably get a smaller amount if we wanted to do those. I don't know how many people are gonna wanna wear a pin, but I do think they're nice.
So, what's everyone's thoughts?
We thought those flat bracelets would be good for kids, because we didn't really do anything like a ball or a frisbee that we're gonna have being thrown around and hitting people the day of the bicentennial. They can just slap each other with the bracelets. They won't hurt each other.
And that'll have all the information on it, the label, the bracelet.
Yeah.
I actually like the coin. And I like the ornament too as well. That would come with the dates on there.
I know, it was tough, they didn't even really wanna put the writing on there. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, there's nothing I don't like, but I think it's a good idea to split it up. Like you're saying.
So everyone would get
Well, we
something?
would have like 200, I mean, it's gonna be first come, first served.
Okay.
I'll tell you when, at the village, we had extra. I know when the town used to do community day, we still have lanyards, because, you know, they don't all,
Right, but this is a little bit,
yeah, the ornaments, I think people will
little tip.
want. We can increase the number if you think 250 is not enough, and we can order more.
I'll just defer to the committee, whatever the committee wants to do. I mean, you guys have been working on this.
Oh, wait, we can talk about, is anybody opposed to any of them or anything?
No.
Okay. Are you okay with us you want us to get 2 of them, or are you okay with us getting all 3 of them? Thoughts?
I don't know if I personally.
I'm not a pin person, but
Okay.
that doesn't mean other people are not. I don't care.
Okay.
I do like the coin and the ornament. I think those are
Okay.
my 2 favorites, and then the pin would be third. But I'll defer to the committee.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll vote on it at our meeting, and then I'll put it on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Anything else?
Nope, that's really all I
All
had.
right, cool. Off-road vehicle update. So Scott sent out the updated version. So it limits to SR1s and properties that are under 3 acres in SR1s, which I think will limit it to the housing developments for the most part. We wanna go forward with a public hearing at the next meeting, which will be my proposal on the 21st. Thoughts?
That not it is, yes, yeah.
Takes 4 days now to get the ad in.
I don't think anyone's reading the ad anyway in the newspaper,
Well,
so
just
I don't, I'm not gonna base it on what the Times Herald Record's doing, as long as we can get it in there in time.
Okay.
Jim?
Fine.
Chris?
So is that, Scott, that's considered a continuation then, right? Or,
I mean, I don't think you are closed the public hearing, correct?
Um,
And technically, I mean, you've already had a public hearing, this is confining it, less not expanding it, so if you wanna have a public hearing, again, you can, I don't think you necessarily have to from a legal perspective. because the public hearing was more broad in scope and you've narrowed it. So you've already heard from the public on a broader scope, so you've limited it, but that's what you want to do as a board.
I would like to get feedback from the
Yeah.
residents on
I
this, because
agree.
it seems to be a contentious, issue on both sides, so this way, if we set it, if it's a continuation, then if we can put it in the paper.
I just wanted to know how
Yeah.
to advertise it,
Yeah.
is it considered a continuation, but not really.
Yeah, I don't think you ever closed it, correct?
I don't,
But you could still, no, you could still put it in as a
yeah. All right.
public
So-
hearing, yeah.
So we'll set a public hearing for the 21st of April at 7 PM or thereabouts to hold a public hearing on, Kathleen, what are we calling the law number now?
Well, that will be, then it will be number 2, really.
Okay, so this will be local law number 2, off-road vehicles. So we need a motion on that?
Make a motion.
Need a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. The Indigo Water update, so, I spoke to Jacob Tawil, who's the, Middletown Commissioner. Jason and myself are gonna try to set up a meeting with him. Also, there's a combined group of people meeting, with the county and Middletown on the 14th, so we'll get some updates on that. They're doing well testing, they're gonna spend some money on that, but, their goal is to build an actual reservoir and not pump, from wells. Regulatory wise, it's much more difficult, they explain, to do a reservoir, but, that is their desired goal. But they are very receptive to anything we need with the well testing, to take into consideration any of the neighbors, or any people, or our residents, or any of the residents. So Greenville's involved, Wayland is involved, so hopefully at the next meeting, we'll have an update on that. The splash pad, Amanda gave an update, so the 4-H barn roof replacement. So we've gone back and forth with this, we signed an agreement, we are to maintain it, the roof needs to be replaced. I think there's a problem with the agreement, I don't personally agree with it, it's not sustainable for us to maintain that for the next 90 odd years. Carrie and I met with the 4-H, they are receptive to, if the roof is fixed or replaced, they will be willing to take it back, the building back, and put that in the agreement. At the same time, will let us continue to have an easement for the walking trail. All that being said, the parking part would be lost. So anyone that parks at the barn for the park, they would not be permitted to park there, but that would be for the 4-H to,
But technically,
they're not supposed to be parking there
now.
now, but the 4-H did indicate that they might be, once they have total control over it, more restricting on the park. So, we got a very rough estimate for the roof replacement, about $50,000 to $75,000. The roof replacement has to be done either way, either we're gonna continue to own it and run it for the next 90 years and pay for all the other fixes, or we are going to just fix it and be done with it. And when I say fix it, replace it. My proposal would be to have our engineer draw up the specs, bidding documents, work with Scott on whatever we have to do to put it in the newspaper and bid it out, and move forward with that, and tell them we are willing to give it back to them. Does anyone have any thoughts on that, Jim?
That's fine, as long as they agree to it. Is there other options besides the roof type, replacement, like metal, with the shingles,
I think that's style of roof.
shingles?
Yes. Carrie, you were there?
I was there, I mean, it has to be replaced either way, I think it's best option for the town to replace it and then give the building to them.
I mean, I don't think it's sustainable.
Do we want to keep that portion of the walking trail because it continuously washes out and it's just more work? Why not just be done with it all?
We would have to make a dead end or have to go up the hill, the steep part of the hill if we didn't.
Yeah, but we have all that property, we can reroute it.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely,
It's the worst part of the trail.
yeah. I mean, they were trying to accommodate us by letting us have the
Yeah.
easement for it. I mean, I guess we'd have to talk to Andrew, could you give us a rough cost of rerouting that?
Yeah, we could just look at it and see,
I mean,
we
probably
have everything we need.
in-house,
Yeah,
right?
we have everything we need probably.
Just
Yeah.
because they
Take a
give
look
us
at
the
it.
easement, we don't have to use it, so it
No,
doesn't, you know, we can always
yeah.
move it whenever we wanted to.
But I'm just saying, that's the part of the trail that needs continuous repair, and it's not, obviously in the winter, we're not using it, but if we get heavy rains in the summer, it washes out.
Definitely.
In the spring, it washes out.
Yeah, if we wanna explore that as well, if maybe for the next meeting or whenever, you can just let us know what that will cost, and we can see if we
Yeah.
can come up with another solution with that,
Okay.
so. Scott, do we need a motion to move forward with this, or we just,
No, I
we
think
just
we do
speak to
this.
Jason and then get the price and then go
That'll be the whole
forward?
thing.
Perfect. Any of us have questions, comments? Okay, perfect. New business, the proposed peddling soliciting law. So we're looking to have a motion to set a public hearing for the 21st at, I guess, after the other public hearing ends, Kathleen, how do you
Yeah,
word that?
I think it just has to be worded off by like a minute or two.
So it's 7:01,
Sure.
and that is to add another exception to the peddling law, so people that are participating in town-sponsored events would not have to get a peddler's permit in addition to the other fees they have to pay to the town. So we need a motion on that?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Kathleen, can you read the budget modification?
Sure. Increase B 8020.2 planning equipment by $1,273.39. Decrease B 8020.4 planning contractual expense, $1,273.39. Increase DB 5130.2 machinery equipment by $2,117.10, and decrease DB 5110.2 maintenance of street equipment by $2,117.10.
Need a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second motion.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a motion to hire, Robert, oh, I'm sorry, did I skip one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, need a motion to accept the resignation with regret from Amy Hasselmeyer as the, secretary, confidential secretary of the highway superintendent, effective 4/21/25.
I'll make the motion that we accept Amy's resignation for her retirement.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So now we need a motion to hire Robert Rush as a motor equipment operator. I spoke with Andrew, we'll be starting him at the top step, which is $25 an hour. So I need a motion for that.
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
When is his start date?
I could talk with him probably within, so the next pay period, so probably 2 weeks, ballpark.
Yeah, if we can coordinate it with like the, like
Yeah,
the pay
Wednesday,
period,
yeah.
like 1 week or 2 weeks, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
Alright, so effective,
23rd, I believe, 23rd.
Okay.
Marie, do you have the next part, the next start date of the pay period, is that the
That
23rd?
would be,
23rd.
it's in, yeah,
That is
2
it.
weeks.
23rd, okay, perfect, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a motion to surplus police car 155 and to put it on the auction site.
I'll make the motion. I'll
Second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. So Andrew, we'll give that to you, you can put that on there.
Okay.
Is there anything, Mike, that has to be removed from it
Yeah,
on
well,
our end?
I'll touch base with him, and when we're ready, I'll bring it over, no.
If there's any other items we can auction off with it, then
Okay.
that's fine. So F, so we have the, we opened the bids, we approved the contract, or we approved to go forward with TAM. I'm looking to authorize, authorization to sign the contract, with TAM. We are now under a time squeeze because this is expiring. We do not know when the state will finally come up with the money, but, we will be reimbursed whenever that does occur. So I need a motion to authorize me to sign that contract.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second?
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Looking to authorize myself to sign a contract with Ehrlich for pest control. The initial setup is $405 and then it's $70 a month. It'll take care of the, rodents and the bees and the ants. We've had a influx of, And what else, Marie, I'm
They
sorry?
said even if we get roaches.
I don't wanna hear
And
No, we don't have that.
so, last week, and it'll be around the whole building, correct? We had an influx, I guess is the word, of ants in the
Now
last,
we have bees now.
now we have bees as of today.
Will that cover all the buildings?
Oh, there's that, just this building and the town hall building. And the highway, you know what I mean, this complex.
Okay.
I'm fine with that, but I think we probably should look into it.
Yes.
Senior center, youth center, we have a lot of
We
problems with
usually
ants
get
in
a
the
lot of
summer.
ants.
Alright, so why don't we authorize this tonight, and then Marie, can you follow up with them and see if they can give us a price for the other buildings?
Sure.
At least this can get us started with here. So, need a motion for that?
I'll make that motion.
Need a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Need a motion to approve the standard workday resolution for this year. Do we have that, Kathleen?
Nobody gave it to me, so.
Marie, do you have that?
I thought I already
The
did.
You
workday
have it.
resolution.
You
I
should have it in the blue folder.
In the blue folder. Oh, I do have it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have two calculations, so, because Andrew did his.
So I think we had to do it
during
again because Andrew is
Oh.
new. So this would add Andrew to the standard workday resolution. So this is,
And I took out the snow days because it's not like a typical, it's there. It
Is there
doesn't
a
matter, because
specific
you're getting
language we have
20
to do
days,
for
and
this,
you
Kathleen?
maxed it out anyway.
Marie, do we have to do another calendar, or no? This is already done.
No, just Andrew.
just,
Okay.
I think it's just, this is really for Andrew for
Yeah.
state retirement.
But we have
He's
to
never been
include
in
everyone.
retirement. Well, not that he's never been in retirement, he's never been here.
So it's just that be it resolved that the town of Mount Hope 30364 hereby establish the following standard work days for these titles and will report the officials to the New York State and local retirement based on the record of activities. It's myself, Andrew, Chris Furman, and Dennis Ketchum,
The judges.
and, yep, I must find this page, Amanda, Kerry Lee, Joe Hosking, and John Goldsmith.
Need that motion?
I'll make the motion.
Need a second?
One second.
Who made the motion?
I did.
Chris, I'm
Chris
sorry,
and
Chris.
Jim, okay.
All in favor?
I'm just gonna need a copy of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I can get it from
Aye.
there, thank you.
Opposed? So carried. So, and this is a yearly thing, right, or no, it's bi-yearly?
No,
Well,
it's
Whenever there's a
election
change?
years usually, yeah.
Okay, all right, perfect. So we need to make a motion, we need a motion to amend the salary schedule for the deputy highway superintendent. So this year we had, set it at $3,000, but the way it's calculated is not worked right, so it would be the hourly rate up to $7,000 for the year. And the hourly rate was like, I think $40 an hour, Andrew, correct? So, yeah, it's $40 an hour, up to $7,000 for the year. So I need a motion,
I'll make the motion.
need a second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. We had the, we opened the RFP for the food and beverage vendor for the summer concert series. We've got one bid from each. I think everyone's got a copy, I'll read it anyway. So Callie's Cocktails and Coffee, they said they would pay us 5% of total sales up to $1,000 and then 8% after 1,000. That was the only cocktail or beverage person. And the next one for the food was Smoking Great Barbecue, it was 5% of total sales up to 1,000, and then 8% above $1,000, anything above 1,000. And this would be for the concerts other than the concert series, or the concert event on August 5th, which is the Night Out Against Crime, and we typically, in the past, have not done it for that night.
I think they had 2 exceptions for concert series.
Oh, they had 2 exceptions?
Yeah, if you look,
Okay. I only have the.
yeah, I'll have to give you,
Okay.
actually. For the dates of July 15th and July 22nd, they cannot do it, both of them.
So it'll be 15th, 22nd, and August 5th. Would not be, so those nights would be open, and I think last year we did have people covering that, so we'll make those arrangements. So we need a motion to accept those 2.
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Authorize paying bills, abstracts 12, 13, and 14.
I'll make that motion there.
Second?
One second.
All in favor? Opposed? So carried. Public participation.
Do you have anything, do you have to do anything with that ambulance?
Nope.
Working right
Nope,
now?
you're good. I spoke to Scott.
Okay.
Come on up.
Mary Beth Rezepa from Otisville. On behalf of the senior exercise class, thank you for the chairs. They will be very welcomed.
You're welcome. Glad we're able to take care of that. Next up, anyone? You wanna talk? Come on up, John. You're just like your father, I don't know. You're happy with that?
Can go either way. That's all. For all those who don't know me, I'm John Bianchi. I'm the VP as of December for Otisville Little League. Just want to go over a few things quick to touch base with everybody. April 19th, like we discussed before, is opening day. We have a new launch point, which is going to be over at the church on Highland now, as opposed to the old school building. Thank you all for cleaning up D Field. That helped me out a lot, so I appreciate it. Because we got projects going on over at the C Field currently, so the Major Boys Field was pretty bad over there, so I was able to get a whole bunch of sponsors to cover a lot of that cost, so we were able to dig up the entire C Field and have it replaced. There was over a foot drop off from the clay to every portion of the grass, so that's now perfectly level. And thank you again for taking care of that D Field, that really saved my back. And that's really about it. I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future. I plan on being there for a while, so. Are there any questions from the Little League at all? If you need anything, reach out. I'm always available.
Great, thank you for coming.
Thank you all.
And it's really thank Andrew for that,
Yeah.
the D field
Appreciate it.
and the clay, Andrew.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, anybody else? Comment? Public comment? Anything? No? All right. Board comments. We need a real quick, I know I jinx it when I say that, executive session, discuss a legal issue with our attorney. I promise it'll be very quick, 5 minutes or less.
Keep talking.
Wanna do both sides first, or-
You wanna do,
I have a question for Jim, so it doesn't matter.
okay, why don't we do the board comments first, because this, I don't think we'll need to comment afterwards. Or-
Oh, yes, I forgot to add my comment.
Jim, go ahead.
Easter egg hunt. If you guys wanna show up around 12:30 to help with the egg job, that's what I forgot to mention before.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. Well,
When are we gonna make a decision about the rain?
I would say probably by 8 o'clock in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll decide that. And then, Sunday, same time, if, we postpone it to Sunday, it'd be 12:30 again.
Do you need help building it?
It's all done.
Okay.
So Marie, we'll contact you, so you can get something on Facebook on Saturday if it does rain. I just looked at the weather, it's supposed to rain, so I'm not sure.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Chris?
There was just one thing I forgot to mention earlier, that Little League threw on pancake breakfast.
Yes.
And you guys did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Appreciate
I
it.
wanna thank the community personally, because everybody comes to that and it's like a ritual thing in our town, I think. And it was a nice time. It looked like you guys did pretty nice.
No, we had a great turnout. It was definitely kept us
So I
going.
forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. But
No,
that's all.
appreciate it. Thanks for everyone who came.
Jim,
Sure.
Easter egg hunt, do you use the Easter bunny mean transportation, or that's
Already-
been arranged?
already did,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that was my only question.
Amanda?
Not really any comment, but if it is the 13th, unfortunately, I will not be available, just letting you know, so. All right, good.
The other thing is, just one other quick thing before the executive session. I spoke to the board members today. One of the things we've been working on is to try to clean up and that's my term, clean up some of the voucher system. So the department heads, won't change much on your end. You're gonna submit the vouchers. The vouchers will then be approved. Then you'll get the voucher back. Once it's approved by the board members, they're still gonna sign on Fridays. Then you can order whatever
This
you
is
wanna
for
order.
orders, not for regular bills, just.
What's that?
I said, just to clarify, not for bills, just if you.
Right, so the bills that are already covered, so postage, utilities, you don't need pre-approval, emergency orders, don't need pre-approval, but for any of the other items, then, like, you'll put in the purchase order, the voucher, and then the board members will sign the voucher, you'll get it back, and then that way we won't have any, purchases made that haven't been approved when we got the stuff. So, there's been some confusion, there was a vendor in the police, no fault of the police, that got paid twice, I think, for the same thing, and we had to get a refund from them, just a little confusion, I think we came up with a system that'll make this run a little bit easier. So I need a motion to go into executive session, discuss a legal issue with our attorney.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So carried.
7:51.
7:51, if nobody goes to the bathroom, we'll be back in here at 8 o'clock. That's
Or
not
you
good.
buy.
Well, because these guys, all up, I want to go up there. We're all
Stephanie, you hear
buying.
that? Write it, right here. You'll buy lunch if they go over.
Yes, I will, I promise. You just went from pot to
You too, have a good night, huh?
Yes, I know.
Good luck.
I did that job for 10 years. Oh, you did? Appreciate it.
I was there, I did all the fields, everything. 7 days in the field.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, that, you can share it. You have it already posted?
I mean, that's theirs.
I'm just trying to get it out there.
Oh, okay.
I'm literally right there.
Hey, everyone go to the back one.
I'm on Highland.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm sure the parking too, so.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
You're around, like I didn't.
But I'll get Michael.
The 19th, right? Police work?
Yeah, it looks like they're all a little better though.
That's the second.
No, it looks like they're all a little better,
Yeah.
but it's still not great. But, we don't
You
have
have
to
a
buy
sub, I
anything, we
ordered.
have so
Oh,
much.
and I ordered whatever.
What did you order?
Whatever you put. The only things I didn't order is some of the bins, but like all the other ones, it's coming by probably Thursday. Whatever was on the list.
Okay.
I didn't take a bookmobile, but.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I see the $100 because a lot of the stuff, the prices.
Little sales, okay. I sat there and
And
like
there's like
purposely looked for stuff.
Yeah, some of them are down.
I like shop
With the
like
guards.
prices really high. Start.
Oh, okay.
But there's so much stuff, I mean,
Okay.
police things.
Make and take.
Yeah, there's so many, the entire coat right there.
Number 2?
Like, crayons, like, it just the RSP canvases, there's a couple of, airplane and individual things. I don't
That's for
know.
that, and you can do that in December.
I'll open up one tomorrow
Is
and
it
see.
sealed?
Yeah, but
You don't want-
Oh, I
I'm
know
gonna
stuff.
open-
Oh, did he take them? My office, like I had.
no, there's multi-key things, that use like a hand there and, yeah.
Little kid that may not be
So,
inside.
I
But
wanted
yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
to cry. I was like, oh my God,
This one.
what is it again?
This is for the.
Alright, well, that's
Yes.
figure that out, like maybe do housekeeping beforehand, and say, you know,
No, I haven't, because I don't actually, yeah, the mom, no, the mom is home, this is, but like, the mom is there, so like, they might be pregnant, I didn't wear my pants.
oh, I forgot to tell mom was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
I don't know.
You were my first choice.
I don't know what.
This is
You're
open
doing it
to everyone, right?
Yes.
Not just residents.
Listen, read the bottom.
I couldn't find out the lead center.
Someone
We'll
asked me
keep
that
doing
today.
it.
There was a non.
It was like, I get a question, when does this program start?
Yeah.
On the post says it, we launched it
That
today.
was.
I got it, we got it.
When does it start?
Lowercase t.
Yeah.
4 Tuesdays from now.
All right, we'll push this
Still
forward.
Public hearing notice.
Yeah.
We'll just change it to say every Tuesday.
I guess it's,
We'll set it.
Oh, so I'm thinking next Tuesday.
I guess it's frowned upon.
So we'll just take it,
Yeah.
It looks like you can.
Regularly scheduled time.
yeah, so if you can get that now, like,
Then I'll be in tomorrow night, so I'll.
and then I'll post it already,
Yeah.
and then if you come up with something, actually, what would be cool is we have like.
Yeah.
It'll spend my calendar. Yeah. That'll be fine. So I'll be in tomorrow.
You don't have to do it every day, just.
You know, it's just like a graphic Monday, and I look up Monday, and it's like, that's 3 things, isn't it?
Gives the kids something.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Nothing that we want to do. Look at that weekend, and I'll go in the street.
Oh.
This week.
Like a day.
I like the
And then
nights.
just make sure you save a copy.
Yep.
I mean, you can even do things.
Yeah, well, then that's cool.
Oh, wow, no lunch tomorrow.
I told you it was gonna be.
You just didn't want to buy lunch. This is actually fine. Oh. Yes, he did. No, I'm just saying.
All right, we need a motion to come back in out of executive session.
I'll make the motion.
Second? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
That's this Saturday, right?
You just turn your lights on?
I don't think we're agreeing that it turned red.
It worked.
It looked like